Hello and welcome back everyone, back to the masterclass with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our playthrough of Atom. So, I have cleared out my inventory, and I made a few items. So, we have the bag, so we get an extra 6 kilos, not much, but every little helps. Ah, there it goes. Does that say armour as well? Doesn't really look like a... No, that's armour. Never mind. Okay. And we have a DIY respirator. This respirator doesn't look too aesthetically pleasing, but it gets the job done. Protecting you from poisonous gases, done. And done. And that's what matters at the end of the day. Plus 25% toxin resistance. Damage resistance, damage threshold. No idea where that goes in. Never mind. Oh, excuse me. Bloody hell. Okay. I nearly choked on some saliva. Marvellous. We also have some corned meat. Somehow I managed to corn it with just some salt. Like, that should be jerky if anything, but never mind. Never mind. I also filled up all 13 of our bottles with water and sold them to the medic. And that made us a nice 60 rupees. Right, let's come over. Let's come over. Look, our bag. Is our thing on our face? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That looks horrendous. Oh well, let's talk to whatever her face was. Before you sits a young woman. She is deep in concentration, writing in a yellowed notebook, with the words accounting on the cover. Though completely immersed in her activities, when she sees you, she raises her head to give you a nod. Hello, how's the gathering going? Got something for me? Yes I do, here you go. Good work, I'm proud of you. Let me see. You hand her the mushrooms. She scrutinizes the fungus with a professional eye, and satisfied with the quality, she smiles broadly. These mushrooms are definitely top notch. I really took my time finding the best specimens for you. I think these might be worth as much as 20. What were you offering? What do you think? I can't remember which is higher. I think our speechcraft is. Yeah, you can't look in. Damn it. You can't look at your skills. Okay, let's go for speechcraft. Oh well, it's all right, I suppose, but I'm just so tired. It was no small task getting these, you know. I went to hell and back for these fungi. Fungi. Almost died, in fact. So what do you say, madam? Mehaps your knight deserves a real reward for an epic deed? Fail. Quite a silver tongue you have. Why, 5 years ago that might have actually worked. Not now, though. We have a deal and I expect you to stick to it. Silly. I see. Anyway, can I ask you... Anyway, how about talking to the head? Oh yeah, how about talking? Sure. Sure thing. I'll write a note to Comrade Ovets, Ovelish, whatever. Right now, with my recommendations. Give it to him personally, since I'm sure he'll want to talk to you. He lives on the left of the bar entrance. Good luck. I'd better be going. Sorry, I keep coughing today. If you notice there's a pause in between things happening, or there's a little bit of silence, it's because I'm just coughing. I'm not sick or anything, I just, for some reason today I keep getting a frog in my throat. Who are you, and have we spoke to you yet? I believe we have. I can't remember if we spoke to the weapons guy. Sure, let's speak to him. We must have. Welcome again in my store. The prices are still fair, and the wares are still good. What can I get you? Did we speak to him? Well, we must have done. There was no description. Barter. Hey, how about a discount? I'm new in town. Ah, failed. Sorry, friend. My prices are already the best in the waste. If you don't want to buy anything, then don't. But I can't slash my prices any further. Well, it was worth a try. Maybe you'd like to make a purchase now. The stock is good, and so are the prices. So you can continue to barter with him. But let's ask him some questions first. The trader seems a bit underwhelmed, but keeps smiling, in case you'd still like to buy something. I'm listening. How's business? It's fair. You must know that everyone in the waste needs weapons. They're invaluable. Invaluable? Sure, one could run around out there with a shiv, but how far will someone like that go? How far is someone like that going to make it? Surprisingly far, actually. Shivs are really good. They're just low damage. I'll tell you, as far as the nearest tavern, where the local peasants will bash their skulls in with shovels, or to the nearest ditch, where the wild hounds will finish you off. So, how does one avoid such a sad fate? By purchasing a quality firearm. And where might one purchase an item of such quality? Well, right here, of course. Feel free to check out my math on that one. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, fair enough. So tell me about yourself. Wow, that coffee is hot. What's there to tell? Before I came to the village, I worked in a large city to the south of here. You know, whatever. It's just a city. A real centre of region. Of the region. So many people there. Life is bustling. Life is bustling. After I got tired of that, I came here for some fresh air, and that's that. You pick up on the regret in his voice when he speaks. Clearly there's something he's not telling you. I'm listening. How's life in the village? Full of hope and dreams. No, seriously. I feel there's great potential in this place. What it needs is some labourers and building materials. Do you know that this place used to have a huge metalworking plant and a real coal refinery nearby? It was very industrial. But any progress is stopped by the local crime boss. On the other hand, the local population is pretty apathetic Although nice and kind, they dig in the dirt all day long and never stop to look at the stars. They have no commerce in their veins. I see, I see. Had any good rumours lately? One of my relatives is a caravan driver. He works everywhere from the Red Partisan area in the Badlands, where he told me that there's this abandoned town purged by some strange automanons? I don't know. Seems if you stay there for the night, you will have a terrible nightmare. Worse, on the top story of the building, green lights can be seen, and people hear voices, but there's no one even. But that's not even the scariest part yet. He told me that his caravan had this boy as part of their crew. Okay. One day, he comes up to my relative and says his pal is calling to him in the basement because he found some pre-war tins there. Well, my relative gave his okay to the kid and then forgot about it. But the kid, he never came back, and he's never been seen ever since. So some men from a crew go down into the basement the kid was talking about, and they find only a fresh pool of blood. And that's it. And the men who the boy thought was calling him from the basement wasn't even near the place the day before. Some believe that hellspawn are living in the city now. Some others think it's home to guests from the stars, but I think the story is a great example of why you should buy a gun. Who would have known? Okay, no more questions. Let's see your wares. I'm sure we spoke to him last time. Hang on. Oh, a note for... Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's got some canned meat. He's got some salt. I'm not buying salt for 21. He has got gunpowder, but we have some now. I'll have to see. If we don't have to make a zip gun, I won't. But if we have to, then I will. Ooh, only 9 for some tobacco. So you can turn tobacco into a rollie using, I think, toilet paper. No, I don't think that would be a nice cigarette. But apparently in this world you can do it. But here's a pipe rifle. We don't actually have the rifle skill to be able to shoot it, but there's its stats. 10% chance of jamming every time, and damn, does that 10% come along a lot. Minus 10% at close range, 5 to 11 short range. Yeah, I will buy the ammo, because you never know when ammo will come in handy. Now, realistically, with this guy, you want to use money, because he gives you a really crap deal on trading things in. Okay, right, well, we got that. So, now we must go and speak to our comrade, friend. Ay. Okay, right, here we go. Sorry, I was genuinely clearing my throat out then. I can already feel this game is going to take a toll. Before you stands an old man in an old and battered but clean jacket. He looks around 60, but hale and healthy, but full and healthy? I don't know. For someone living in the wastes. It's possible his real age is closer to 70. His strict face is graced with a brush-like moustache. Oh, graced with a brush-like moustache. I see. What do you need, comrade? I got this letter of recommendation at the tavern. I'm looking for work. Interesting. Let me have a look. Hand over the note. Wow, this coffee still seems hot. Oh, it is so hot. Comrade Oberlev? This is going to be a constant annoyance. Quickly scans your note. You notice that he holds it very close to his eyes. Seems like his vision isn't what it used to be. I feel ya. I really do. So, Katia Redkovnev believes you could be trusted. Maybe so. In any case, you've made an impression. That is recommendation enough for me. Wait silently. Sometimes it's better to let the individual talk and see what secrets they will reveal to you. Is he now standing? I think he's standing. His head cracks. No. His hand cracks. His hand cracks his knuckles, then looks you over, finally coming to a conclusion. Maybe I do have a job for you after all. You probably already heard about the bandit gang that terrorizes our village. Each month they come to collect supplies from us. If we don't surrender the goods, they rob and kill our people. We're tired. We tried fighting them, but to no avail. But now, looking at your honest face, I come up with a little plan. His hand lowers... Wait, it was his head. His head cracks his nut... I don't... His head lowers his gaze again. It's hard for you to read him. He's either indecisive or just searching for the right words. I'm listening. The thing is, I believe there is a snitch living in our village. A traitor. A rat. I am sure about this. Someone made a pact with the bandits and keeps them informed of everything that goes on around here. I see. But with that said, I can't imagine who the rat actually is, and the bastard himself knows me and the other villagers too well to get caught. When we hired mercenaries to protect us, the bandits somehow knew right away, and each time we make a little money on trade, they show up for their slice. Someone is ratting us out. You're a new face in the region. It should be easy for you to earn the rat's trust. Bring me the identification of the traitor. That's it, the job. Why do you trust me with the job when I could be one of the bandits myself? The head laughs mifflessly? 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 I have no idea if that's the right word, if I'm saying it wrong, or if I just don't understand. Moving on. And appears to shrink a bit. His true age becomes more apparent. You realise he must be older than 60 now. I'll tell it to you straight. The village is slowly dying. The drought, the bandits, the young people always leaving. A few more years and we'll be wiped off the map. The old-timers will die off and the remaining few will simply scatter. Some might even join the bandits. I don't like my options, but it's probably our only hope now. Our last chance to fix... Our last chance... The last chance to change things. Fix it. Not to recover what we lost, but to at least buy our settlement a little more time. If the village must die, let it die honourably on its own. What? Leaving warm memories in the heart of the people. What's happening now, that's even worse than death. We're withering. It's rot. That's not good. Sounds like you need an investigation. Comrade Kovalev. Let's try and remember Kovalev. Walks up to you. Do you agree, or do you decline? Give it to me straight. I agree. Where do I start? I should have asked for what payment was. My bad. Where do you start? Well, I'll start by telling you who I do not suspect. For one, I completely trust my fighting men, Jan and Pitra, on the south and north gates respectively. They would not work for me otherwise. Trader Yishin may be suspicious. He's new in town and has a shady past, but he does so much for the village. He built his shop with his own money. He pays his taxes and he suffers from the bandits like everyone else. Dr. Dr. Mike and old Samnoy? I trust them. I trust like I would trust myself. We built this village together, you know. They are good people. Time tested and loyal. Comrade Brun King, the village superintendent, on the other hand, is a cowardly, shifty person, but no. He is too cowardly. He would never work with the bandit. It's much more profitable for him to keep his post in the village. The bandits would probably shoot him for laughs if he tried to talk to them. Katya and Vasily, the owners of the tavern, have no reason to be snitches. They would never do something like that. And the others, I just don't know about the rest. Maybe you could give me some more clues. I suspect the traitor is a man, and not too old. A person that travels from time to time, but is known to be lazy. The head wrinkles his nose. These criminal types, they abhor honest labour. They think that only the low folk do work, whilst they themselves prance about artistry? Yeah, well, I better get started. So, we have our quest to find the rat. Which is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. For a reason. Look, there's actually TV. So, clearly, well, I mean, these could be videos. No, our channel. I mean, I suppose it could be videos, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, who knows. I'm pretty sure you can destroy this town. You must be able to. What does he say? Before you stands an aged man with an old rifle in his wrinkled hands. He looks at you with mostly concealed interest. Wow, that coffee's still hot. Ugh. Excuse me, I hope you didn't hear that. Hey, can I ask you some questions? Hey there, ask away, and I'll try to get you some answers. What are you guarding? This is the village treasury. We keep the taxes and we gather here and use them for the common good. And if we got any funny... Oh, and if you get any funny ideas, my friend, I don't recommend trying them out. I may be old, but I'm a great shot. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I'm sure you no harm. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm a simple man. The one thing that makes me special is my aim. I can hit a radiated spider in the eye socket at 200 meters. That's right. I don't like to brag, you know, but for many years now, I've won the local top marksmanship competition. Good for you. Good for you, my man. What's new around the village? Nah, it's all well. With our head, there's no time to be lazy or sad. He is just a great man. I believe in him. Our whole village believes in him, and his faith in what keeps us all together. And his faith? Oh, and this faith. Everyone is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, keep lying to yourself. You have anything to... You have shotgun shells? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so we had better be going. Now, the sad fact is that I could indeed go round and speak to everyone in town to try and slowly figure out who the traitor is. Or I could use my previous knowledge and go straight up to the traitor. The options are there. So I will tell you that as far as I'm aware, there are no young people in town. Everyone here is old. Old, old, old. Old and decrepit. Like when you actually speak to everyone, the youngest people, I think, are the guards and these two in here. And one other. One other person. Did you give us our money? The 50-year-old man looks at you. Looks like he is busy. He quickly lifts his head to see you come in, and upon seeing you, gives you a small nod. Want to ask some questions? What's your responsibility? Tell me about yourself. How's living? How's your health? I don't really want to talk to you all that much, to be honest with you. Goodbye. So I am going to take the easiest route of all of this. Ooh. You can run around town. You can, if you want to speak to everyone again, to try and figure out who's new in town, you can pause the video here and, you know, I've already spoken to enough people in this town. Well, did we speak to him? Let's speak to him. Before you stands a thin, middle-aged man with a bonny complexion. What? Oh, bony. He's skinny. He is wearing a camo shirt and track pants. On his head sits a Panama hat. His sunburnt visage projects insane boredom and fatigue. I'd like to know your opinion of the local bandits. The man shrugs his shoulders with no reason and looks down. Sadly, you feel like he is older than he appears. When he finally starts talking, his voice trembles. Those people are messed up. They are vampires. They suck the life from the village and the land beyond. I despise them. But you know, whilst me and my wife were travelling, I saw such brutality that the local bandits seem innocent in comparison. He looks like a broken man, quite sad, a quiet, sad farm member of the Inquisitor? Yeah, who knows. But somewhere inside this timid man, you sense a strong moral core. His morals are unshakable. You can't imagine he'd betray them to work with the bandits. Thanks for your opinion. Can I ask you some more questions? Yes, I'm listening. How's life out here? We work hard. Mostly. It's just a couple of years since me and my wife moved here. In comparison with most other villages, this place is a real paradise. Even the name suits it. The man looks at his blistering hands and quietly sighs. Well, it's paradise by the standards of this crap sack world anyway. How about yourself? This probably sounds funny to you, but I am part of the Intelligista. Well, I was anyway. Before the war, I worked as a columnist in a small region's paper. I also took people on sightseeing tours all over the region. But now I do manual labour just like everyone else. Faith is a bitch. I don't think I need to ask any more questions. You have a battery and, wow, 45 rubles for a battery. Okay, so to this guy who is clearly the bad guy. You'll see when I speak to him. Just wetting me whistle. Apologies. Yes. Everyone else is old and decrepit. Coffee solves all problems. Before you stands a stocky, powerful man, aged around 30. He has a plump face and upturned nose. Okay. And an impudent look in his eyes. He's wearing workman's slacks and a tight t-shirt with the word rowing, painted on the front in faded, sunburnt letters. I gained 11 experience. Attention. You see him rolling. You see that he is rolling dice in his palm. Do I care about the dice? Not really. Do I see what he has on him? He has dice. Don't really care. I'm not going to ask him if he wants to play dice. I'm going to get straight to the point. I'd like to get your opinion on the local bandits. Do they have any relationship? No. Representatives in the village. It is representatives. I'm pretty sure. It can't be. If they have any representatives? Fucking hell. The man's face strays. The man's face stays the same, and he doesn't expose any emotions your words should have brought out. His manner stays the same, and his gaze is still pretty saucy. Saucy? It was meant to be scary. Thieves are thieves. What's there to say? They survive, that's it. He spits to the side and looks at you insolently, right in the eyes. Do they suspect someone inside the village? Is there a spy around? And why are you interested anyway, comrade detective? Well, your head gave me a mission to find a local snitch. None of your business. Well, what if I wanted to join them? Yeah? Look. What if the one who's working for the bandits just left the village quietly, making no trouble for you or anyone else? Out of sight, out of mind, as they say. And when you decide you're done with all the bullshit, sleeping under rocks, stealing dog food, and all that stuff, there will be a position available for you in our their bandit camp. It's located not far from here in the abandoned factory. Well, how do you like that kind of career opportunity? Let's make this perfectly clear. You're the village snitch, right? Rat. Whoa, quiet down, man. Yeah, that's me. Although I resent being called a snitch. I'm more of an infiltrator. You know, got sent here by my group. Anyway, my proposal is still open to you if you're interested. Ah, no. We might fail this. I have a counter proposal for you. You pay me and I stay silent about... Oh, actually, no. Stay here. I need to think for a while. You go, man, but try to remember our agreement. Stay here. I need to think for a while. Just think quick. I'm getting pretty nervous about Kovalov hunting me, so I won't stick around here long. If I see you leave the village, don't expect to find me here when you come back. I'll meet you in the abandoned factory. Sure. Don't leave yet. Well. Ugh. Sorry, I'm fighting back hiccups, burping, gaseous nonsense. Ugh. Get next to the fire. Let's keep ourselves warm, shall we? Yes, yeah. Keep ourselves warm and toasty. So, comrade. Oh yeah, he does get up. Before... I think I'm too close. I can hear the TV. Damn it. Before you stands the head of the community. Communum? Yeah. Comrade... I remember what we called him. Kovalev. He's wearing an old but nicely kept jacket. He looks about... His possible age is closer to... We've already done this. Back already! Any news about our plight? Indeed, I found a snitch. It's... the young guy hanging around the village. Kovalev slaps his forehead, shocked. He looks angry, but also sheepish. Like he just did something stupid. Of course. It was so obvious. The man drifts around here and there, never works for the benefit of the village, and all the time speaks in street jargon. I must be growing blind as well as old. Why, just a few years ago I would have stopped him right from the start. Personality, you're getting old. The head narrows his eyes to slit. What's your words, comrade? You helped us out. I'll be the first to admit it, though. I mistrusted you at first, but that doesn't not give you the right to insult me. Just don't make a scene about it. Now, what's my reward? What's my reward? We're not going to go with that. Comrade Kovalev strokes his chin, probably pondering his next step. You calmly await his reply. Finally, having reached a decision, he claps his hands. We must dispose of the snitch. This much is clear to me. But how? I don't want to create a panic. He must be disposed of quietly, unnoticed by anyone. Huh. I would be glad to help you dispose of him. Fine, we'll do it. I'd be glad to dispose of him. Interesting. I won't ask why, but that is good to hear. But what exactly do you propose? Attacking him in broad daylight? No, and no. That will never work. I don't want to create a panic, and the snitch must be dealt with quietly. It must appear as if he simply decided to leave. I will point out, he's a bloody bandit, so why can't everyone in the street just beat the shit out of him? He's a snitch. Wouldn't it bring the community together to know that they brought justice upon an evil snitch who was selling them out? I ponder this as I stroke my beard. Beyond the fence, there's an abandoned building. How about you lure him out there and silently, do the deed? A rotten thing to do, by my standards, but sometimes a rotten thing is necessary. If it means saving our little community from obliteration. We'll go. I don't know how you will lure him out there, but I grant you total freedom in your methods. After the execution is carried out, return to me. I would like to speak more about our future cooperation. It will be done. I will lure the snitch out into the abandoned house and, well, got to go. Do you have anything to trade? You have a battery. Well, how much will you pay for... Hang on, who will be killing? Because I'm just wondering that... fuck it, never mind. It'll be done. Because I was going to say, this has G-R-I written on it. Was that the start of his name? I don't know. We have 208 rubles. Happy days, happy days. We're going to equip our shovel, because of course we're going to use our shovel to win this fight. You don't have anything good, do you? I'm going into glorious combat. No. Like, I would quite like to not be stood next to him when I fight. Fine. We will accept this. We will accept it. But we will do this in the next episode. So, cliffhangers. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and you're looking forward to the next one, where we will be taking care of the snitch and hopefully getting our reward. And it best not be the reward that one gets when they perform an evil deed, like execution, you know, like the executioner being executed, so they don't pass off the taint to the rest of the community. I certainly hope that doesn't happen. But yes, until then, take care everyone, and as always, bye bye for now.